Together we can show the world what we can do. You are next to me and I'm next to you. Pushing on through until the battle's won. No one's gonna give nothing to us. Into each other we put our trust. Standing united after the fight is done.
Yo, what's going on, guys? It's me, the Ninja Viewer here. Time for another exciting review of Attack on Titan Season 3, Episode 4 review. Alright, here we go. So, when it comes to this week's episode, or this episode in general of Attack on Titan, well, not gonna lie, this episode review isn't gonna be extremely long, but just to simplify what this episode is. Basically, it turns out that now it seems like everyone is catching on to the actual police force, and it turns out that now they're gonna be pretty fucked, because now it seems like there's a whole bunch of witnesses now that are seeing like their corruption in action and what they're really hiding. So that's basically the full amount when it comes to this episode. So we left off from we last left off, where we see that, you know, the other police members of the survey police, they're pretty much trying to track down the actual scouts themselves. And what happens is that they already get caught in ambush within the trap. And then what happens is that, look, you know, we got to get everything from you, pretty much. Because look, if you do this, then basically, you know, we'll let you go. But they're like, all right, look, we're just going to cooperate with you guys. Like, we're not going to really do anything like to pretty much harm your reputation or anything. Like, look, you know, we're with you guys or anything like that. You know, we're just doing our job. We're just doing our duty, whatever. But it's just like, well, that's not going to be the case. Then, of course, we're trying to trick one of the other members of the actual scouts, but of course, that didn't really work because he actually played them out for suckers and played them in their own game. Meanwhile, it turns out that ERWIN, or Erin, that's his name, Erin, you know, the guy, Mr. Sniffles, yeah, him, Mr. Erin, you know, who fucking has that smelling ability. What happened, or, you know, like, you know, what he sees or smells, you know, that guy. So basically, him, the one that pretty much like lost one of his arms during the battlefield from the last season. But I will say, I don't know, did he get his arm back? I'm trying to remember if he got like a metallic arm or something like that. But I remember. Regardless, so yeah. So basically, he's the one that's going to be executed from, or maybe executed, depends how it goes, from the king himself. Like, we don't know specifically if the king is going to actually deal with him with some kind of punishment or whatever. We're not specifically so sure on that. Meanwhile, of course, we didn't really get too much action-packed stuff in this week's episode. We basically only got like some more pretty much answers to some questions, and now we're seeing like the true corruption in action. And now I can sort of see why I've seen this more as a political kind of arc, and where this is pretty much leading up to. You know, it pretty much reminds me of how corruption is pretty much in real life. So it does actually kind of makes sense on how deep it really is. So we actually see that, you know, pretty much going on and forward. And of course, like I said, many people are going to be some people may not be into this kind of stuff. Some people may be like turned off from this. Some people aren't going to really enjoy this season as much because of this whole thing on how the season is changing out. To be honest with you, I don't really mind this kind of change. It's a pretty solid change. I don't mind it so much because it keeps things interesting, and we really get to know exactly what other secrets they're hiding. Like, maybe they're hiding some kind of new Titans or whatever. Maybe there's some kind of thing that's going on with Titans that they're hiding, some kind of deep secret dark weapon in order to actually kill maybe the humanity itself. Who knows really what, you know, that they're really capable of. So not only that, we did get some action scenes where we got like the one dude from the police force trying to kill like one of the actual citizens, the ones that actually pretty much the territory ruler of the town. And then what happens is, of course, we got Hanji, you know, whooping some ass and stuff like that. So, you know, we got some action, you know, some interrogation, punching, kicking, you know, torture, especially from that one guy. And then we find out Kenny's like last name, so we got that going on. So other than that, yeah, the ending though leave me with a bit of a chill, knowing that they say exactly what Erin's fate is really going to be. So that's something we just gotta find out. I mean, I never read the manga, so I technically don't really know in specifics on what's really going to happen. So that's pretty much all I really got for this episode, really. So to be honest, that's pretty much all I really gotta say about this week's episode. Nothing really, you know, too insane, except for like what's interesting about it. Like, it was a really interesting episode to see how this all plays out. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know, how different it is compared to the usual Action Titans. that we've been getting. So overall, it's pretty much more off the overall solid episode. Gonna give this one about a 4 out of 5. Pretty solid stuff. Pretty solid episode, I must say. And it is actually pretty good. It keeps the plot interesting. And of course, the animation is just as great as always. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And this week's episode, or just this episode of Attack on Titan, Season 3, Episode 4. I'll see you guys, well, next week, pretty much, I guess, for Sunday, for Episode 5. Don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe to the video as always. Click that bell, join that squad, follow my social media plugins and my gamer tags as well. Also, if you haven't, please join the Plus Ultra Discord down below, and let me know your thoughts in the episode in the comments below. So, peace, soul, love, chicken grease, and the sky's the limit. And manga fans, keep supporting Rich Reader What You Watch, and that's it. See you guys for the next one.